Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Aries, you guys, as soon as I was going to start your reading, it was like 5:55, and I thought that was pretty significant because I was like closing my laptop and like I'm like, okay, let's think about Aries. And as I was doing that, I just saw 555. So then I was like, okay, that's weird. And then the last thing, I kept seeing like a lot of art, and it was weird because the art that I was seeing, it wasn't like pretty, I would want to say. Again, like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I saw like a flame. It's interesting because I get introduced to everybody's read differently, and for a fire sign, seeing like a flame is not like crazy, but the way I saw it, it was drawn, right? It was drawn with pen, right? It looked like black pen and like red pen, basically. Like, you know, when you're in school and you're doodling and you can make like a masterpiece in a boring class, right? In like high school, and it's just like pen. It's all pen, but it's like super beautiful, but it's kind of scary at the same time because it's like so much black pen. That's what I was getting, like ink. And then I saw, you know, Kurt Cobain. He has this album called The Montage of Heck, the Home Recordings, and I have the album on my like phone, so I like recognized it right away, but I couldn't get what they wanted you to get from this album. Like, I don't know if some of you guys listen to this album. I don't know if some of you guys are like fans of Kurt Cobain, if Kurt Cobain has something to do with, you know, it's significant to you. But yeah, I got that album, that specific album. And the drawing was also the drawing on the album is a little bit, I don't want to say like it's ugly, but it's not pretty either. So there's something here about like not pretty. It's like not the most beautiful thing. Like, I keep getting that a lot. It's not that beautiful, it's rough. And I keep getting fives because when I was looking up this album, it said that it got like a 56 out of 100, right? It wasn't rated that well. And there were some really terrible reviews about it. And then there were some really great reviews on it. So again, everything was like 50-50. It was like 56 or something. So there's a lot of fives going on. And there's something about this, there's something about art. There's something about beauty, the perception of beauty, the way that we like behold beauty, right? And I couldn't get much more about why he chose to like use that cover. Like, you know, also the album was made like 20 years after he died. So I don't even know if he made that cover. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but what was interesting was that it was never meant to kind of see daylight. It was something created after he had died. So I also think that might be like very significant. Aries. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for your meditative session. That's what I got. I feel like it's not all over the place. It just feels very specific to somebody, but I don't know who that is. But if this is resonating with you, then yeah, this is your reading. But I feel like fives come with challenge, they come with conflict, and there's something else about the year that he died. I feel like that's significant, that he died in 1994, and that maybe that year's significant to you. Also, he was like a part of the 27 Club, which I think Mac Miller's in there. I think Amy Winehouse is in there. Jim Morrison's in there. I think Jimi Hendrix might be in there. There's a lot of artists that are in the 27 Club. And yeah, it's kind of like sad, right? Again, there's something about this pain, and I don't know where we're going with this, Aries, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for your meditative session. So let's pull some more cards. Aries, this is kind of reminds me of that flame that I saw in the meditative session, right? The black with the orange, right? The black and the red pen. This is kind of reminding me of that for some reason. It's like that flame, right? That like Ace of Wands, right? And you're thinking about whether or not you should take this, right? You're thinking about it. And what I want to tell you is that every time you think about taking this opportunity, you are taking a step towards, I feel like, the light, right? Because she's thinking and she's looking at the light and there's like the darkness behind her, right? So I feel like every time you take a look at starting something new, at this flame, at this passionate new beginning that you can have, every time you take a look at it, every time you think about it, maybe it brings you a lot of happiness. Maybe whatever beginning this is that you want to start, maybe it's with a person. I'm getting person, obviously, because I got the Two of Cups here, and I have the Ace of Cups, right? So I think this start could be with someone else. But every time you think about that, it's like you glow up inside, right? Like you feel happy, you feel content, you feel like, wow, like I want to take this opportunity, right? And what's really interesting is that the ego here is in reverse, right? So the ego is in reverse and healing is upright. So what this is leading me to believe is that you're ready for this, right? Because like you're thinking of taking it, and every time you think of taking it, it kind of brings you some sort of happiness. And I think like that should be your guide, right? Your happiness, your feelings, your gut, what feels right, what's intuitively like guiding you, what your gut is telling you, you know what I mean? And I think every time you let that idea grow, it grows within you like this light. So I see this as a great opportunity. Whatever you're thinking of taking, I feel like it has to do with love. I feel like it has to do with a person, this opportunity in love, this new opportunity with this person. And I think it's very passionate. I think it's very sexual, but I see obviously a lot of love as well with the Ace of Cups, right? This is like... Yeah, we don't have the pentacle and we don't have the sword, but we have the passion, we have the love, right? So I see this as like a beautiful thing. Now Aries, where we get into like a little bit of trouble, and it's interesting, I don't know why like the reading is like that again. It's kind of reminding me of the meditative. It's like 50-50. It's like we're at that 5. It's like we're at that, it's like we could go either way right now. Do you know what I'm saying? And I really hope that you decide to go in this way, right? Towards love, right? Because I think that it really brings you happiness. I think that it really illuminates you. I think it really like makes you feel lighter. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel good. Like thinking about them just makes you feel good. Imagine like being with them physically. Do you know what I mean? Imagine emotionally connecting with them. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's like an all encompassing thing. And I think that, again, I see like this beauty and then I see this darkness, right? And what I want to say is that the light, I feel like, will win, right? Because it's interesting. When I saw the flame in my like head, it was more black than like gold, and like it was more black than any other color. And here I see more gold, right? I'm seeing more gold and just a little bit of black, right? So I'm thinking the light will win, right? The light will win, but you have to give it that chance, right? And I feel like you're trying, right? You have the healing card out. You have the emotions card upright. You have the Ace of Cups upright. Where I see the blockages, Aries, I'm going to tell you straight up, like, I don't want you to mess this up, so I'm going to tell you straight up, like, the blockage is here, right? This card signifies a blockage to me, right? This Two of Wands, right? I see them like kind of being in the way, like whatever this is that's in the way, right, of this cup. There's something in the way. And what I feel like is in the way is two things. It has to do with anxiety, right? It has to do with the anxiety of like reciprocity, right? I feel like there's an anxiety of like, if you take this move, if you take this step in this direction, is it going to lead to something like of value? Is it going to be like a good investment of your time? Is it going to lead to like something that is actually gonna, I mean, we don't have a lot of pentacles out here, so we don't have a lot about like stability, but I do think that like you do want stability, right? I feel like you really want reciprocity. I feel like you really want to make an investment that's worth your time with these pentacles, but I feel like it gives you a lot of anxiety, and I feel like this anxiety comes from within you, right? I don't think it's this person, because I feel like this person, they are a soulmate, right? With the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups. They're your soulmate and their wish fulfillment. And I know that they're coming up in reverse, but I don't think that they are like in reverse. I don't think that they're like a negative person. I don't think that they're, you know what I mean? We wouldn't get this energy of like soulmate and wish fulfillment if they were in a bad energy. I feel like they have taken away their energy. Like they're not present in your life right now. They're not like physically present, right? Like they're not emotionally there. They're not like gone. Like you can get into contact with them, but you don't talk to this person. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though this is your Two of Cups, this is your Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, your soulmate, the person that you want to be with. Again, 2 aces here from the divine being granted to you. I think every time you think about this person and being with them, it makes you happy, right? Like there's nothing, I don't see anything negative about this person, I'll be honest. So what I'm really seeing is a blockage coming from your end, Aries. And maybe you're not Aries, maybe you're the other person, and this is, maybe you're the person who has taken your energy away. And I don't really want to get into why this person has taken their energy away, but I want to get into why you need, like what Aries needs to do, or the person needs to do to get like this going and to not mess this up. And I feel with the Child in reverse, I feel like that is one of the blockages, right? There's something that keeps you anxious, Aries. There's something that keeps you, it could be like a past trauma. It could be something that happened to you in childhood. It could have been the way you were raised, but this is what holds you back, right? This Child card in reverse holds you back, and it causes you anxiety, right? It causes you stress. Maybe you're worried about money, right? Because we're getting pentacles, anxiety. Like maybe you're worried about income. Maybe you're worried you can't provide for this person. But I don't really think it's that. I think it's something about the way you were raised, or it's something about the way your parents are, or something about like your family dynamic. It's something about like the way that you understand love to be and what you were taught versus like what is right. Like, and not to be like an ass, but I feel like half the shit that we get taught. I mean, if your parents aren't in like a healthy, loving relationship, everyone tries to be, but like, is that actually what it is? Most of the time, probably not, right? I feel like sometimes people shouldn't even be together, but they have kids together, and you know what I mean? That it is what it is. Other times people think that they are like meant for one another, and then like I see the way they treat each other and I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on here. So again, I just feel like the dynamic, the love that you've probably seen in your life might not have been like the healthiest example, or what people have told you like love should be is not the most healthiest example. I think it's interesting, like you want to invest your time in something, but I feel like maybe your family would go against it. There's something here about like a family dynamic. I do definitely think like it could have to do with trauma as well. Something that happened in your childhood, right? That keeps you from like kind of being free to do what it is that you want to do, right? There's a lot of blockages that can stem from childhood. Again, half of us don't even remember some of our childhood, right? Because it was a long time ago, but there's something there subconsciously that I feel like you need to work through, right? Because I feel like this love is here, and I feel like that's what the blockage is, right? That's what the blockage is. This like trauma, this thing that you hold back, this thing that you hold on to, it causes you anxiety. Like it causes you to be anxious. And I don't feel like you're an anxious person, Aries. I feel like you're a confident person, but I feel like this makes you anxious. Putting time into this person makes you anxious as well, because you want that reciprocity, but at the same time, you're fearful of just letting go and trying because of something holding you back. And what's interesting is you have a choice right now. And that's why I think it's interesting that we keep getting the 5s, because that's the choice right now. That's the conflict and that's the challenge. Which way are you going to go right now, right? If you work through this blockage, I'm telling you right now, you get to the cup, right? Like I'm not making this shit up. This is the cards, right? If you work through this blockage, right, and you try, look, another 5. If you work through the blockage and you try to get through this, right, using your subconscious, using the inner knowing that you have with the Hierophant, you're going to be able to manifest the love that you desire. You're going to be able to have this love that you desire. And I feel like you already have that person in mind. So it's like the love that you want is here, right? But once you work through this blockage, right? On the other hand, right, if you decide not to, right, if you remain, this is like my stubborn card. If you remain stubborn, if you remain in this energy that you're in right now, the wheel is not going to turn. We have the wheel in reverse and the world in reverse. The cycle is not going to complete itself, right? Like you will remain, like you won't get to this ace, right? And you might have a brand new beginning, but it won't be with this person. Do you know what I'm saying? It might not be with the person that you wanted it to be with. So Aries, right now is like actually a very pivotal time for you in your life, because you have the choice, right? You have the choice to go towards the cup, to work through whatever blockages that you have and get that ace, right? The divine has gifted you the Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment with this person, a soulmate, the emotions card, the emotions being balanced. I think you're going to feel balanced being with this person, right? Like you're going to feel good about being with this person, right? Again, this person lights you up. This person makes you happy. I see that all here, and I see you doing the healing. So maybe there's just a little bit left, Aries, but don't half-ass it, right? Because you're already so close. The ego's gone. The healing's up. So whatever little bit of anxiety or fear that you're feeling, maybe it's a family like restraining you. Maybe it's a family belief restraining you. Maybe it's something like, you know, I don't know if it's like religion, whatever it is. It seems pretty trivial, to be honest, when it comes to like your fulfillment, your happiness, right? Your emotional fulfillment, your partner. And I think that it's really important for you to see that this is just a blockage. But once you work through it, you can have everything you want. The fairy godmother is here, the magician, right? She grants you whatever you wish, whatever you want. And all you want is this cup, right? You can't tell me that's not what you want. That's what you want. You want this cup. And I feel like they can give it to you if you decide to kind of let go of the anxiety and maybe give this a chance, right? Give it a chance. If that's all that you need to do, maybe that's the last blockage. Just giving it a chance, Aries. I feel like it's actually that simple. Like it might not even be like family that's holding you back. Maybe you make that excuse, but maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just you not knowing if you should take that chance or not. And I think that kind of is what it is. It's like, I don't know if I should take that chance. And I'm here to tell you, you should take the chance, because it's going to bring you the happiness that you want. It's going to bring you the cup that you've been wanting like your whole life, right? And if you remain stubborn, if you decide not to give this a chance, I'll be honest, like the wheel's in reverse. The wheel talks about a cycle finishing. The cycle won't finish, right? Because you didn't take the chance. And the world talks about completion, and it's also in reverse. So if you stay stubborn, if you stay in this energy of not wanting to give, of not wanting to like take a chance, I feel like you're not going to end up where you want to end up. You want to end up here. And it's reminding me of the meditative, the fives, right? It's a time of a challenge. But once you pass the 5, you get to the 6, and the 6 is love. So you're almost there. Don't stop now. Don't go back. I feel like I told, maybe it was Aries, the same thing last week. But yeah, you're right there. You've done so much work, Aries. Like just keep going. Just take a chance on this person, right? Don't be in anxiety anymore. There's no need. I feel like they're telling you will get reciprocity. How do I know that? Because it's divine, right? It's from the gods. It's from God. It's not from earth, right? Like, I don't know how else to say divine. It's not from this earth, right? And it's a kind of like a promise, these aces, right? It's a promise that it's going to be what you want it to be, right? Like everybody has their own, you know, everybody has their own idea of what a perfect relationship would be. But I feel like these two are like the best ones if I was talking about a relationship, right? The one, the passion, and then the love. It's everything that you want, Aries. You just have to take that chance. So I really hope that you do. I feel like you know that you need to take this chance. And I feel like you know that it's just fear and anxiety that's holding you back. So it's really up to you. And I think that you like being in control in a sense, even though your ego is kind of gone at this point. I don't think it controls you. Don't let fear or anxiety control you. Like that's the last thing. Don't let it control you, right? Like you're already in control. You've already done so much work. You already can see the finish line. You already have the partner in mind, or you know what like you want, you know what you're looking for. So they're gonna give it to you. So take the chance. If it's taking a chance on this person, if it's healing a little bit, I think it really has to do with taking a chance, right? Because we have such polar opposite cards here, and they're such powerful cards. They're all major arcana. That's why I know this is like a major thing for you. That's what I'm saying. This isn't like a trivial thing. This is a big deal, right? We have major arcana here and here, and major arcana here and here, right? Major arcana, when it comes out, it signifies a big change, right? A big movement. And I see that this is what you want. You want this Ace of Cups, right? You want this love, right? That takes over, and that You've been waiting for it. This is what you want. Aries, please take this chance with this person. I love you guys so much. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.